Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another match day watch along. It's Champions League semi-final night, first leg at the Emirates. Arsenal versus PSG, fighting it out for a spot in the final come the end of May in Munich. Both teams looking to win this competition for the first time in their history. This is probably the closest we've got to trying to do that since we got to semi-finals back in 2008-2009 season. And before that, it was the infamous final 2006 against Barcelona. And every Arsenal fan knows how that ended and the pain that ensued from there. So yeah, and obviously team news is in. It's a very hot day, by the way, here in the UK. So hence why I'm not wearing a football shirt. I'm not wearing the Arsenal colours today. Nice cotton t-shirt. Thank you very much. So I hope you can get on board with that side of things. But yeah, as I say, team news is in. This is what Arteta has started to go with in trying to get a first leg advantage going into the Paris fixture next week. We've got David Raya in goal, Julian Timber, Kivior and Lewis Skelly. Then a midfield of Declan Rice and Mikel Moreno, and Martin Odegaard just in ahead of them. And then we're going to have Bukayo Saka, Martinelli and Trossard leading the line, with Neto, Setford, Tierney, White, Zinchenko, Sterling, Butler, Odeji, Henry Francis, Kabiba and Ethan Nwaneri making up the bench. Compared to the other night, that's very light in the attack side of things, barring Nwaneri. Options for the bench, so we did well basically in the for the start, basically. But as we mentioned already, Rice and Moreno are midfield pivot, so Rice is going to drop into his old school number 6 role, DM role, with Moreno playing where Rice would normally play and pushing forward and connecting up with Odegaard and trying to create something box-to-box wise as well. Other than that, I'm not really focused on PSG. We'll wait till that comes out, but until the actual teams come out and all that in a bit. But yeah, you know what? Take it down for a sec. I'm happy at that. Best we can hope for in the circumstances. Now we've just got to hope the players do the job. Obviously, we have played PSG this season early on in the competition in, I think it's match day 2. I think it was match day 2, our first home game of the season in the Champions League. We won 2-0, very different PSG, very different Arsenal. Obviously, PSG, there was the Dembele, Luis Enrique debacle. Before the game, Luis Enrique then decided to punish him and not take him to the Emirates. And also didn't have the lad from Napoli. Whereas now they've both got them. They've won the shocker, they won the league title. But since winning the league title, where they were and beaten at the point, since winning that league title, they've lost the last 2 league games. So, yeah. I think Villa might have broken them. We'll see tonight. We'll find out. But Villa's second half may have broken PSG. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. We're going to talk about Villa. Obviously, quarterfinals. That's who PSG beat to get this far. For the most part, the superior team dominated, deserving the lead that they had at one point. And in the second half of the second leg, the old school PSG, the PSG we all come to know and love over the last decade plus, came racing to the surface. And Villa were 1 goal away from mounting the ultimate comeback and being here instead of PSG, basically. But Unai Emery did Unai Emery things, thankfully. So yeah, going to the chat, see what we've got to say for ourselves in here. We've got Colonel in the chat says, "Well, I'm not going to lie. This is a problem team. Well, we've beaten Woody this season. One thing I am confident in, we're not going to do what Villa did at all in the terms of what they did with all first leg and for the first half of the second leg, in terms of sit back and let PSG have the ball and let them play their game. We're not going to do that. If we do, we're in trouble. You think we would have learned a few things from that, looking back at that quarter final. Is it just me, or is the media being extra this time? I understand we are excited, but it seems a bit too much too early. Whereas obviously, because it's the alternative of, well, we didn't think you'd get past Madrid, but you did, so now you've got to win it all. So yeah, no pressure. And then you get the other side of the media going, this is a totally different PSG to what you played back in da 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 da. Well, no shit. This is a totally different Arsenal to what they played fucking back then as well. You don't want to mention that, do you? I do not feel confident tonight. I think we may lose that line. It's too attacking. I think it's fine. I mean, would we have preferred Partey not to be stupid and get a yellow card and suspend himself for this first leg and have him available in that midfield, Declan and Odegaard? Of course. But Partey did a Partey thing and lost his head for some bizarre reason. For no reason, yeah. It's just we've seen the footage in the last week or so. So there's no reason for him to get. We said it back then. If he happens at home, you see the footage since. There's no reason for him to do what he did to get the yellow card to get him suspended for this match. All we've got to look, we've got to use tonight's leg as the advantage and take something to Paris. If we can go to Paris with a 2-goal lead, if we can, fantastic. If we can take it, if we can take a lead to Paris in general, you take it. We just can't lose, in my opinion. I can't not deal for 7-8 days after tonight on tenterhooks, praying and hoping and trying to work out in my head how else I can turn things around, this, that, and the other. I just want us to use this home game as the advantage and get the job done, but do what we can to have an advantage, to take something into Paris and give ourselves the best opportunity to get ourselves a slot in that final in Munich. Good luck to Arsenal tonight. I hope you get the result you all want. Thanks, Mr. Tom. How you doing as well? Obviously, good result last night as well. Really good result for Leeds. I know you already promote, but obviously, just keep that. So all you really have to do on Saturday or Sunday in your last game, match Burnley or better Burnley, the title's yours either by goal difference or points. Hello, Gary. How are you doing as well? At the end of the day, we have to we have the last laugh despite the noise. Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, I'll see Arsenal doing this. They made a big song and dance about the TIFO side of things. So the club are actually putting on the TIFO themselves, funded by themselves, this, that, and the other. So we've got to see what we can do, basically. And in terms of just seeing Donnarumma on that screen there scares me. In terms of obviously Saka, Donnarumma, Italy, England, and all that. I'll put Sahil, sorry. I'm a little nervous just because Thomas Partey is missing. I think this midfield I'm not so comfortable with because of what Partey has done on a half turn. I don't think Rice can do it, but let's see. But again, this is what I'm saying. We all would have rather have Partey, Rice, Odegaard as our midfield trio, but Partey of his own decision making, basic in the moment, decided to get himself booked, knowing it would cost him not playing tonight. He knew the consequences, and he went full steam ahead for some stupid reason. Saturday 12:30. There you go, UK time. When we win and we're the champions of the Champo. I hate football. You're allowed to love it for now until the Premier League come along and PG Momo and all that. And yeah, you got to taste it before. It's got worse since. But big summer for your new owners, though. Big summer. We need Martin Odegaard off last season tonight. We need him to be on top of his game today because we beat the PSG. We do. We can't afford, like we did, like in the first leg against Madrid, we can't have anyone go hiding. Everyone, every player, starting 11, subs, whoever comes on for the subs, have got to leave everything on the pitch and give it their all. And that's all we can ask of them. And if we can do that, we should be getting results tonight. We should. YouTube censor says, I cannot wait to see this Tifo. I want it so much to be a draft board. This is the thing. As I mentioned last night in the podcast, the Esperton Army had set up a GoFundMe to make their own Tifo. They usually do. So they got the GoFundMe, got the funds in, they had the design, they put the design forward to the club, and the club went, no. Because basically it's a Tifo of basically a chessboard in front of them, but Arteta, Odegaard, I think Saka, and a couple of other players in and around Arteta, but basically as characters from a certain Netflix show, and said characters and said show not family friendly, shall we say, and Arsenal went no. So in turn, Arsenal went, we're doing our own. We're going to fund our own Tifo ourselves. And it's going to be the biggest Tifo you've ever seen at the Emirates and this, that, and the other. So we'll see. Bonjour, comment, news to us. Go away, Rosie. Go and support the Rangers. Oh, you can't because the scenes shown on Prime Video is quite impressive. Yeah, we are the fans. I've just seen the fans going towards coming from like the Tonington Way, coming towards the Arsenal Stadium underneath the bridge and all that. The banners, the flares, everything, and all that. Yeah. Is that Coke or Guinness, Ryan? It is Guinness. I've had one already today. This is my second of the day itself. Another one just in case. So yeah. Oh, I think I'm gonna, as I say, just to settle my nerves. I think I need just a little take the edge off, basically. Oh dear. So anyway, give me your score predictions in the chat. Who do you think is going to be the stand-up player for either team? All that usual jazz. And how do you feel? Do you feel confident, or as a neutral? Honestly, where do you think you're going? Basically, I'm more nervous tonight than I was versus Madrid. Yep, I think we're more nervous, Pete. Big up to you, by the way. I think the reason we're more nervous because after tonight, it's 2 games. You're a game away from a final. You're 2 games away from lifting the trophy we haven't lifted ever and making history and upsetting Chelsea down the road. So from our point of view, from a fan's point of view, they're the reasons why we are nervous, why the tension's in the air, and because we haven't been to a semi-final in Champions League since we played United in 08-09, and we all know that played out over the 2 legs. And then before that, what was it, 05-06, we got all the way to the final, best defensive record, this, that, and the other, and then got absolutely screwed over. And because it's been so long since being in the final, but since being in the semi-final of this competition, either with the longevity of being out of the competition in general as well, adding that to the equation, this is the biggest night of the Emirates Stadium era, basically. Since we've moved to the Emirates, this is our biggest night, and we've got to pull out all the stops, and we've got to get to the final. We as a fan base have suffered so much over the back end of Wenger's time, the Unai Emery brief era, the start of the Arteta reign as well. It was a bit bumpy down the road because obviously all the backlash of the Wenger Emery squad. You need to work out who was good for him and who wasn't, get rid of what wasn't good enough, bring in who he wanted, this, that, and the other. We suffered basically, not as much as other clubs and other fans, but we've suffered, and we deserve this after everything we've had to put up with, especially in social media, in the back end of the the Wenger era in Miami sides. I think the back end of them years, the back end of Wenger's years, and all that. Social media became a thing. It's been more than what any other fan base probably had to put prior to that, because social media puts an even bigger spotlight on everything. And so no, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend it's not the biggest game. This we do need to right a few demons from our club's past. Oh dear, honestly. I expected to root for. Who do you root for when you pay him pre-season? That'd be interesting. Do you think sport as a RS says, do you think sport as a tool used? If that's the case, rugby union wouldn't be a thing. Rugby union is it's for the educated, basically. Even though about the shit out of each other, but still. Hi, Miss Melina, how you doing as well? Tom says he's got 24 cans of caffeine-free Pepsi for £7.50. So basically Diet Pepsi, which is cool. It's all good. That's fucking decent. 24 cans, well, not a bad price either. If we lose tonight, as long as the deficit is not more than one goal, I will confidently go into the second leg. I hold you to that, by the way. We can't get. By the way, Ryan in the chat, we can't get relegated. So how can we be relegated? Anyway, yeah. I did go on to say, not as much as other fan bases, but we have suffered. Oh dear. Listen. It's sad, but you guys are gonna get relegated. How can we get relegated? It's not a relegation. It's a straight knockout game. Anyway. Jeez. Gav's in the chat as well. How you doing, Gav? I wonder who you're rooting for tonight, you bastard. Oh dear. Out of interest, no matter what happens in this game, do you want the clips tonight? If Arsenal win or not, basically. Well, definitely if Arsenal don't win, but if Arsenal win, like Madrid, do you want the clips sent over to you? This is what turns out to be a dull 0-0, by the way, after all this. No, exactly, Tom, exactly. Oh dear. Fucking melting. Half hour away from kickoff, by the way. I'm absolutely melting up here. Another reason why I'm not wearing an Arsenal shirt tonight, because it is, as I mentioned at the top of the show, it is the temperature, what was it, 23 to 25 degrees down here in old Jolly England, and there's no breeze either, so it's literally just dead heat. And I'm up in the highest part of the house with a PC on, and yeah, it's just absolutely insane. I've got a fucking ring light over there as well, and then 2 screens on at the same time. All the heat you can possibly think of, and I've got no breeze coming in either because it's a pain in the ass. I hope to wrap up my work day soon so I can watch the game. Yeah, no problem. That's cool. How you doing, Catherine, as well? It wouldn't matter if I did, as a power customer would have prevented them from getting to me as I ordered 24 Pepsi Maxes. Fair enough. Oh, sorry. But yeah, oh dear. I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna give my score prediction at the moment. I've not seen PSG's team. It's going to be a tough, grueling affair. It's going to be tougher than what we saw against Madrid. But there's Kai, there's Jesus, and there's the suspended Thomas Partey. Just watching on from but Jesus and Partey, the letters, and there's Barata just ahead of him, just in the outside of the tunnel. But as I say, Partey and Jesus have decided to linger in the tunnel. Careful, party, you might be accused of something you haven't done. Doing well, hoping for a 3-1 or 4-1 for the Arsenal, obviously. If we get a goal in the first 20 minutes, I don't know. I mean, 3-1 or 4, either 3-1 or 2-0. I think as long as we turn up tonight, and don't get the occasion get to them, and all the players turn up like they've done against Madrid and all that, both legs. We can and we probably will take a 2-goal cushion into Paris. Right, I said this on another channel earlier on. If we can take a 2-goal lead to Paris next week, I'll be highly confident we'll finish off the job. We'll finish off the job. The job would be mostly done. Who's got a stream I need to watch? It's on Amazon Prime. Colonel, I don't know if you have that or not. It was interesting, Alex. It was interesting. If you know, you know. Oh dear, very interesting. I also found it funny that half hour before he went live, so and so stepped out. Is basically let me down. Can you come in at the last minute? I had to check how long for because obviously doing this tonight, and I wanted to do it. I have something to do before going live. So yeah. Fair enough. Oh dear. Rosie's prefers Pepsi. Are you talking about Pepsi? The game's not even starting to talk about fucking drink beverage now. So with any Prime subscription, I believe so. Guess it. Oh, okay. No, I hope you're feeling a bit better today, especially with the weather, with the heat today you've had, where you are as well. Cool. Fucking melted, I'm telling you, bloody hell. I'm wearing cotton. The cotton is actually already stuck to me in terms of drenched underneath. Oh dear. Well, advice, if you go down this route that I've done in terms of running a channel and all that, you'd better do a stream. Never, especially if it's a heat wave, never come into the room where you're about to do a live stream in. Eat your food, hot food by the way, and then don't freshen up because oh my god, it is a bit. Yeah. So yeah, all Amazon are doing is they're showing us Moreno, mainly Martinelli warming up. So they talk about Martinelli, fantastic. But yeah, so yeah, Gav, if you're not feeling up to doing no matter what happens in this game, if you're not feeling up to doing your usual video stuff, don't worry. Just let me know privately, and we'll sort that out either way. Oh, fair then. The main thing is that you are better than obviously recovering from yesterday. Basically, get more that'd be fantastic. Oh dear, I have to open this, aren't I? I need for this the fucking first one. Behave yourself. Oh dear. Yeah, it's the not like the Esplanade Army. The Arsenal fans in the tunnel outside and come from the Emirates. Flares are going off, singing, dancing, all that malarkey. All the 24 cans of caffeine through, actually. No, Zenith Coins, you get 10% off. And also, Zenith Coins, all you Man United fans or Northern Ireland fans out there, you're going to love what's coming. What Zenith Coins are about about to launch the next week or the next week. I might as well say it. George, they're launching it's not any relation, any way linked to Man United. Man United had no involvement in this, but it is a George Best coin that they're doing. I think it's a limited edition. But it looks like it's going to be a limited edition. So even then, people want to keep. Again, you can still between now and then use a 10%, use the discount code. I'll put it on the screen now. 1 second. Oh, I forgot to do all that, didn't I? Ah, there we go. Use the discount code going across the screen at any time. You can use it over and over again as well on all products, including this George Best coin when it does come out. 10% off at the checkout. If you're a new customer as well, to give you another 10% off as well themselves on the site. So that's 20% in your first order. And the discount code here you can use over and over again on all products, not just Arsenal. And even Chelsea fans, Gav, you'll be pleased to know your club has joined the Zenith family. I'm not kidding. There's actually a Chelsea coin now, official club Chelsea coin. So even if you want Gav or Woody's watching as well, you fancy yourself a little Chelsea Zenith coin as well, with 10% off or 20% off your first order if you use both codes. Not go knock yourself out. Go and check it out. Go knock yourself out, and yeah. No, it's just it's really hot. It's really hot. That's all it is. You mean to say if I type Mr. Arsenal Pod, all one word, uppercase as well, yeah, at the checkout, I get yep. You get 10% off your order at the checkout, and you can use that code over and over again. It's not just use it once and that's it. You can use it over and over again. But no, it's not really worried. It's literally it's just the fact it's so hot. Really, bring the body temperature down a bit. Wait, Chelsea had a coin before Leeds? How dare they? Honestly, I found out because I was just checking out the website. I was like, oh, that's a Chelsea coin. I can see actually now. There's a few other. Let's have a look. You know what? Kill some time. There's other butchers. What the sponsorship's doing nowadays. All I care about is Arsenal, the first Premier League club to be part of the family, and now the other clubs are jumping on board. There you go. You can even get yourself a George Best keyring. The official George Best. This will be a connection to the family. A George Best keyring. I found you a genius around and all that. You can check this out. Pin badges as well, George Best. The coin is available to pre-order now. Actually, let's look at this coin. If it's even as a neutral, what's it all about? They're only showing one side, which is concerning. But anyway, what I can't show us the other side is okay. But yeah, pre-order now. Expected delivery if you pre-ordered if you're a George Best fan or Man United fan or Northern Ireland fan. 27th of May 2025 is when first orders will arrive, basically. You pre-order now. And I'm trying to think, you've got Hibernian 150th anniversary coin. Hibernian, that is, sorry. You've got, as I mentioned before, the Ibrox 120. Where's that stock? Okay. You've got the Rangers official coin. Club coin, sorry. Arsenal's one as well, which is now out of stock apparently, but going to get restocked soon. You've got the official Arsenal Invincibles coin. You've got the official Wolves coin. Wolves. Celtics coin. You've got the Celtics 24-25 opponent coin. In terms of Champions League opponents. 23-24 is out of stock there. You've got the Norwich City coin. You've got a Scottish Cup coin. You've got the Scotland vs England Heritage Match coin. There's 7 left in stock apparently for that one. North Bank's out of stock. Dan McGregor's 80 left in stock there. Scott the Bean badges, bottle openers for Rangers. So those if you want a bottle opener, if it's Rangers orientated, at $8.95 plus get 10% off of that. There you go. You put your laugh in there. What's we got? Scotland's infamous Euro 2024 coin. Hibernian's official coin. Lane. I'll put how you pronounce them. But yeah. I put it down to leading this. You know. Russ, how you doing, Russ? How are you feeling ahead of the game? With just over 50 minutes before kickoff. Stadium's starting to fill up now. I'm interested because obviously the current footage of the on Prime, the you got fucking Clarence Seedorf, Rooney, and I can't remember his fucking name now. Well, I can't remember his name. Daniel Sturridge, that was it. It's Daniel Sturridge, but it had the North Bank in the background where the TIFO's going to be unveiled before kickoff. Do Leeds have one yet? Not yet. No, Russ, a Zen of coins might be the R word. Allegedly. These are the thoughts of Mr. Tom and Mr. Tom alone. Oh, dear. Who's this they're talking to now from the far corners of the earth at the Emirates? Don't know, they panned so far and then decided actually no, they're going to change again on the screen instead. Other news as well, in terms of just a bit of an update for anyone that doesn't know. All teams that are currently left the competition, all yellow cards have been eradicated, so there's no more potential suspensions. The only way you're suspended for the next game or the final is if you get red carded over these 2 legs. Both teams lose. We're playing the team that beat you. That stopped this being an Arsenal Liverpool game. Because let's be honest, if you'd beaten PSG, this would be Arsenal Liverpool now. So they've stopped us. It really should be on our side. Who's on stream? Well, hopefully, if during the stream, I think it's just going to be me because obviously Gary and Catherine are working because of time difference. Liam's at the game. Joel's at the pub down at Holloway Road with his wife and kid at the Cornet down on Holloway Road for watching the game now. But if all goes well, Liam's got a link, so if all goes well tonight, Liam will be joining us from the Emirates, outside of the Emirates, with a bit more better connection to his wife, to his phone, his 4G or 5G, whatever he has on his phone. But I mean, that's just me at the moment. That's little old me. I think Tom's working, so I'm not going to ask Tom. And Russ is probably too nervous to want to come on a stream and leave out probably the biggest game in the last 18 years, basically. 19. Yeah, saying biggest game in 19. Our biggest game in 19 years. Last 19 years, sorry. As the teams go back in for their go back in for the warm ups and go and get themselves sorted out and ready for the kickoff now. Part A, Havertz and Jesus are on the touchline, giving them high fives and all that. I've got this week off. Oh, I thought you was working. I'm thinking, okay. I'm literally scared, Ross. I thought you would be. But you know what, guys? If you, Tom and Russ and anyone else, you want to come on, let me know and I'll send you a link. I'll send it to you private because I don't want to I won't put it in live chat because I'll get some random lurking in the backstage I'll never even fucking talk to before. But that one, was it StreamYard back in the day? Put the link in the fucking chat and fucking had some random pop in and out for like 3 or 4 times in 20 minutes. No camera on, and when the camera was on, it's a black screen. So like, no. Don't even know who you are. Go away. I ain't risking anything here, my friends. I'll be home by half-time, if not a little sooner. If you want company or BX is just too terrified to listen to just you, I'll pop on. No worries, that's cool. Yeah. If you fancy popping on, let me know. I'll send you the links, guys. I mean, it's just me screaming curling up into a ball, basically. That happened on my wrestling show. Yeah, always happens. It always seems to happen. That's why I send links private. I don't put it after that time. I've never done it since. Oh dear, bloody hell! Look, that's an old school fucking scarf and Highbury one from when we left Highbury out in 2006 season. 12 or just over 12 minutes away from kickoff. Got to give the fans their due. Pretty much, the stadium's pretty much full. Nearly not not full, but almost full. Bring the noise, lads, please. I wanted to be here so badly, so badly. But hey, it is what it is. I have no idea, Chris. It's got to be UEFA, something UEFA have come up with. Nothing to do with Arsenal or PSG, respectively. You have to ask them. Maybe it'll be explained at the end of this bullshit. FOMO crap. I ain't got no. As I'm watching this promo play out, I have no idea what that silver thing is. It ain't the silver server, put it that way. Yeah, one sec. Do, 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 do. Just there, just in case you decide you want to come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, send in, you bastards. Do, 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 do. By the way, switched off from that. I don't know what the ending part of that thing is. Chris, any idea what the silver suit thing was? Oh, fuck me. But yeah, the links I've sent, it's only if you want to join for any period of time. Oh. Okay. I'm assuming that's a no comment, Chris. I've heard nothing since. Oh my days. I'm still waiting for school bullets, by the way. I did ask about 20 minutes ago, but yeah. Oh, take these trainers off. Fucking hell. Oh. Ow. Ow. There we go. Oh, bloody hell, I'm back. Can we just get the game on, please? I'm actually. That's what the game to kick off, really. I said 3-1 or 4-1. Yeah, I know you did. Everyone else was doing dead silent. So. Oh, God. Oh, jet. Oh, feet. I'm saying 2-0, either 2-0 or 3-1. Thanks for the hookup, Ryan. Football, brother's got Prime, so watch that on his. Yeah, that's cool. I was going to say, Tom, if you're busy, if you've got other plans and you're busy, don't worry, it's fine. Really, Rosie, really. I remember. I wouldn't mind Rosie. Obviously, this was probably I think just before you came across this channel and all that. I once upon a time did a Europa League final watch on between Rangers and Frankfurt. I wanted Rangers to win, but you know what? I wish I had it now. Why did Emerson take all the build up? Oh, I don't. I think it's only Tuesday, guys. Part of this deal they've got with obviously Discovery, so that's TNT. Since it's gone down that route, and obviously Prime have jumped on the bandwagon to part of the deal. They basically on a Tuesday they get on a Tuesday every Tuesday night on a Champions League week. They get what they consider the biggest game of the Tuesday night fixture list. All the others every other game is on Watchalong then. So tomorrow night's game will be on Discovery / TNT, and obviously next week, second legs, our game will be on TNT Discovery, and Barca Inter will be on Prime here. Yeah, exactly, Pink. I don't want the recent success of the goals at the weekend to over do things for the lads in terms of the pressure's on even more to make sure they get to the final as well. Just concentrate on themselves, focus on themselves for 90 minutes tonight, please. Anyone Arsene Wenger? One Arsene Wenger singing a song. Walking in the Wenger Wonderland. Is that the Tifo? Really? Just a massive Arsenal flag? Really, Arsenal? Arsenal do it for enough coins. Right, get to the finals. Get us to this final, come May, please. You got us this far on the scraps. Come on, I feel sick. Yeah, the nerves have started to kick in for the last 10 minutes or so. Proper kick in now. London forever, whatever the weather. These streets are old, and my heart will leave you never. My blood will forever run through the stone. Come on, Arsenal, come on! No fucking about, please, no fucking about tonight. Come on. This is where you prove your doubters wrong once and for all. Get us over the fucking line for once, please. As I say, prove your doubters wrong. But yeah, Tifo's disappointing for me. They could have done so much more Arsenal there, but okay. It does beat having the Arsenal fans hold up carrier bags as the team walks out. I grant them that, but still. Here we go. Teams are coming out for the first leg of the semi-final. Come on, you Gunners. No one goes hiding tonight. Every man on that pitch, from an Arsenal point of view, you play and leave everything on that fucking pitch, please. Marks out of 10. I'll let you. You can decide on that one. You give your score, and I'll give my own score afterwards. I have two Mr. Arsenal Watchalong penciled in: Super Bowls every year and the Champions League final. Well, hopefully the Champions League final this year consists of an Arsenal side of things. 4 out of 10 from Tom. Yeah, I think nothing more than a 4. For all the build-up they gave to the press and all that, I expected a bit more than that. And good news, everyone. Unlike at Villa Park, we've got the theme tune right. We've got the right competition music out into the stadium. Woohoo! I'm dropping off now, getting the game. Get the game on my phone. I'll drive home, see you in a bit. No worries, no worries, Gaff, no worries. Hopefully. I bet you bloody have, bastard. You're shameless. You actually are shameless. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, fucking, even the bloody, even the Tifo that spent an army had more about it in terms of what they planned anyway. We'll sing it in the North Bank and in the clock in two. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Leave everything on the pitch. Do not go hard. Not if anyone goes hard, I'm going to call you out tonight. Hook by crook. You ain't going to like it if I do. So where's the Tifo? Never happened. No, the Tifo was the fucking massive flag. The Arsenal flag, the red thing with a cannon on it. That was the Tifo apparently called to Arsenal. For a European semi-final, I expected a bit more. I've seen better imagination than fucking FC24 and FC25 respectively. That's a fucking computer game for fuck's sake. That's a screamed. That'll do basically. Cheap, cheerful. That'll do. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pancho, Mendes, Fabian, Jean Neves, Vatella. Do away. Number 14. He's the number 7 at the front three. The two to look out for, especially, is number 14 and 17. Number 7, sorry. They are dangerous. If we, and I'm looking forward to the battles between our fullbacks and them two. There we go. Look, ref looks like he's been brought. Here we go. Getting in there early, are we, Colonel? Okay. I don't even know where the ref's from, so I can't answer that. Come on, Arsenal. Come on. You're shameless. All I'm saying is, Gav, all I'm saying is you're shameless. It's amazing how you got a PSG shirt, by the way. No issue there. Oh, dear, got to laugh. For PSG kicking off as well. Fantastic. Come on, Arsenal. Don't fuck about tonight. Look, by the way, in the chat, unless it's good spoilers, no spoilers in the chat, please. Unless it's good. From an Arsenal point of view, by the way. And we're off. Come on, Arsenal. Just behave yourself. I will say this: if that's the case, and it ends up Arsenal going on to win the Champions League, fantastic. You won't see me complaining. Come on, lads, come on. Oh, fucking hell, Saka. Oh, getting to... Why can't we have Barcelona? My sound stopped. Fair enough, fair enough. Come on, lads, come on. Oh, come on, this ain't... That wasn't a foul to them, but okay. Keep your heads, lads. Keep your fucking heads, please. By the way, is the sound from Mike from me okay, by the way? Pressure, pressure, pressure. Keep the pressure on. Come on, lads. Force the issue. Thank you very much. But, fucking hell, man. What are you trying to do to me? Kivior, you bastard. Kivior needs to do better there. As long as that's his only mistake tonight, I don't care. Hoping Arsenal do a big screen at the end, but I think they might do actually, because the demand's going to be there. If we get to the final, the demands for tickets are going to be there, so they'll know if they do what they did for the FA Cup all them years ago, 2014 and 2015 respectively, and would have done 2017, but for obvious reasons they couldn't. If they do that for the Champions League final, that place will be rammed. I'm telling you now. Throwing a free scarf as well for turning up. Everyone will be happy. Even happy if we end the night with fucking Champions of Europe. Giving them too much space. I don't like it. We're doing a Villa thing here. I don't like it. Timber way so deep and so central. We're 1-0 down. We're watching FC. Fuck's sake. What are we ball watching for? Timber. Why is Timber so deep and central? Why is he not out there taking out the fucking winger? For fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Thank God ain't away goals in this competition, eh? Sick. I feel sick. Why Timber it takes so long to get out there? And he half-asses it as well. Fuck's sake. That's our 5th goal conceded in all home games since we come back to this bullshit. Oh, go away, Gav. Oh, fuck's sake. It's basics, though. It pisses me off. It was just fucking basics. All I asked them to do is do the basics, do their job. Don't go hiding. What did they go and do? Go fucking hiding. I praise Timber to the hill, and he goes and does that as well. He just shows the game, not fucking fans bouncing, and or the manager fucking on his knees there. Shows the game. That'd be fantastic, Prime. Also, it's not just the melee go; it's the entire tackle was a joke. No one's attacking, of course not. Hello.
Testing. Hello.
Yeah, hello. I can hear you. Oh.
Excellent. So, how is everyone?
Well, we're 1-0 down. So, apart from that, I'm in general not too bad. Yourself?
I could be careful now to answer this because
You can be happy, so it's all good.
I'm happy, but obviously because of my own team, not anything to do with this current circumstance for your team.
Obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, so I would ask how's the first 7 minutes gone, and I believe, for context, I believe I'm about 19 seconds behind real time due to watching it on the tablet.
I'm on 7 minutes, 14, 15 seconds now. But it's like they've come out and they're letting the occasion get to them. Put it that way. They're letting PSG have to basically doing what Villa did in the first leg and a half, basically, and just let PSG have the ball and do what they want.
No, from what I have seen, I'm just getting the impression that they're a very good football team.
There's that as well.
Well, they're obviously a far more balanced football team than what they have been in previous years, where they basically had the best attacking talent in the world, but they weren't willing to do the defensive duties that they probably need in the couple of games where they play half-decent teams.
Yeah,
seem to have addressed that, to be fair, Ryan. I mean, it's cliche, but, conceding in the first 3 minutes of a contest is better than conceding the first goal in the last 3 minutes of the contest. So,
yeah,
time's on your side, lads and girls who support Arsenal, of course.
Russ has already said, I'm going out. Okay.
Russ was gone when you were playing Lille or PSV, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
He decided you shouldn't even bother playing Real Madrid.
Yeah, basically.
So, doing himself a favour. Hello, Russ. Seriousness.
Got a corner though. What's it can do with this? Declan don't have it to take it.
What's this about you and Liam having to wear Spurs tops?
Gav. No, it's just Gav trying to make something happen that's never going to happen, basically. Because obviously Gav lost his bet in the last round. He's trying to make a bet up in this game. So we both said no. But Gav's not letting it go.
I'm on 9:32.
Literally like 3 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, fair enough. But I know I was actually behind on my actual telly, to be fair. So
yeah, I don't get how that's a booking, by the way. On Trossard. 50-50 is a booking, apparently.
If that happens somewhere else on the pitch, is it a booking?
Not for me, no.
I'm not even trying to make a point by saying that. I'm just immediately thinking, there has to be a reason it was a yellow card in that moment. But personally, I can't really think of one. But at the same time, I'm not a trained referee. it'd be nice if Uefa started using trained referees in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Personally, in August, that would do me a huge favour.
Yeah, from August onwards, yeah. Oh, and anyone that made a mistake were held accountable. That'd be fantastic. Instead of to double down, we're okay, Jack. Bullshit that we get.
You were online last night doing the, correct me if I'm, All Arsenal show. I know you have different names for different things, but correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, did you actually happen to see Leeds versus Bristol City, more specifically the goals? But I knew you probably wouldn't have because you was online while the game was on. So,
any good in terms of the goals, or just bog standard? What?
Second goal, Joel Perreault did a pass, which is, calling it pornographic would be an understatement. Let's just say, obviously trying to, due to the fact that you are a, I don't know what the correct YouTube terminology is. You're a YouTuber that is getting the cash based on being a YouTuber. Therefore, I have to be careful what I say, or it kind of jeopardizes that. But in all seriousness, it was a great pass to Willie Nonto, and it was nice. It was nice.
That's cool.
I don't want to be disrespectful to Bristol City, but I felt like it said a lot about how good my football team is currently doing. The fact that they are fifth in the championship and we had 75% of the ball, 23 shots, 9 big chances, and they had nothing. Had about 3 shots, to be fair, but the one on target was in 92nd minute. It was generous to give, but still, Melier would have probably let it in.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Joking. But still, I was just happy with it. It was a pleasure to watch, as silly as it is. And I'm more shocked by it based on the simple fact that 4 weeks ago, I thought we'd blown it.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
To be fair, a lot of my friends that happen to be Arsenal fans all said similar things, as in, this ain't over yet, this ain't over yet, this ain't over yet, to which I'm like, oh, couldn't see that.
Probably the test fuck off, probably.
Yeah, but I was like, it never occurred to me that Sheffield United were going to lose 4 out of their next 5 games, in my defence. But
and 3 of them were in the row as well.
Yeah.
Thank God for Frank Lampard, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
And what did he do?
He sort of managed Coventry against Sheffield United and nicked 3 points off of Sheffield United that helped you guys leapfrog them.
Didn't Coventry beat them 3-0? Didn't Sheffield United beat Coventry 3-0?
I think it was the other way around.
No. Because I remember vividly thinking that they might have beat Sheffield United, and then it turned out that anyway, it doesn't matter because even if Coventry did beat them, I'd still find a reason to blame Frank Lampard. So fucking pardon language.
Well, I know Oxford did immediately done you a favour. What was it, 1-0 win? Oxford against Sheffield.
Yeah. But I suppose we could be doing with an even better favour at the moment for Arsenal, which is involving one of you actually doing something.
Basically, yeah.
But you have got a chance to advance up the pitch right now. When you do eventually take this free kick.
Yeah. Hey. And we've done nothing with it.
Oh, it's that lad that looked like Firpo. Sorry, just because of his moustache, see.
Goal. Why I keep throwing us that fucking goal? Blame you ever go at Moreno, but blame Party. Party's the one that got booked. He's the one that's forced us into this situation. Oh no, me.
This is pure football in a nutshell. You've all, with respect to you all, you've all been hyped for this all day, ever since you beat Real Madrid, and then you've conceded after 3 minutes, and the blame game starts. It's like, just enjoy the occasion.
Mm.
And I know that's easy for me to say, because if Leeds were losing 1-0 in 3 minutes, the language that left my mouth would get me demonetised, and I'm not even monetised.
PSG came for a penalty. I'm not.
No chance. No chance.
It's UEFA, so you never know. It's UEFA. Let's not forget that. They've given some soft ones before. Let's not pretend they're perfect. With all due respect, he's either going to play Timber in midfield. He's never played in midfield as in midfield role itself, and put Declan Rice in when he's had next to no minutes. They're literally just falling to the floor now.
Is he going in the book there? Nah, I'll be surprised if he goes in the book for that. Getting told to calm down, which is fair. Nah. They're showing the replay. They're showing the replay.
No, he runs into the arm and falls to the floor, basically, doesn't.
I've seen that given as a penalty,
yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it should have been a penalty the time that I saw it given. Because if that was given against Leeds, I'd be furious.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell, I've got Mark Clattenburg on ref watch, basically. Oh, fantastic.
I like how some of the worst referees known to man have managed to get themselves new side gigs as a let's be the refereeing expert for X TV channel or whatever.
Yeah, what was it Peter Walton before BT went bust? It was PT Sports, sorry.
Yeah.
It was Peter Walton.
Yeah.
For them. Fucking Sky, obviously, Sky was Dermot Gallagher, Mike Dean, and whoever else I can find, basically.
Man, they're walking around from the spot. To me, it was Stephen Warnock and Sue Smith. They aren't actually more guilty of this than actually what's his name, Dermot, in the first place. Because Dermot's just going from spot to spot. Their overreaction to what he did was criminal. Was absolutely criminal. It was like, the man walked 10 yards correctly.
But the way that, especially what I saw Sue Smith's reaction was like, what do you want to give him a medal with?
Admittedly, I am going to be more biased against Stephen Warnock because he played for Leeds and he's an idiot.
Yeah, just a bit. Can't stand the guy.
He's basically a guy where basically he looks really nice and non-threatening because he puts on his glasses.
Yeah, we're not getting our heads in this game all so far.
I will defend Sue Smith purely because, of course, she's going to laugh and feign amazement because she actually needs the money.
Yeah.
Stephen Warnock was a professional footballer for absolute years. He does not need the money, so he shouldn't have to sit there and basically feign amazement at a man walking 10 yards, making it even more criminal. But here's Gabriel, and what's it, PSG, and 20 minutes gone on the clock, 20:07 to be exact, on mind. I will try not to do anything that gives away an outcome before, because from what I can tell, I will see it before Ryan. So I will try not to ruin it for you. Unless you score, then I'll ruin it for every single one of you, and I think you'll be happy that I do.
That's what I said to people in the chat, like, no bad spoilers, good spoilers only. Martin, come on. Do something tonight, for fuck's sake.
Come on, get something on it.
Hell, if. Of course, it's a free kick then somehow.
You need Marino playing as striker, according to Chris Nicks.
Yeah.
I've not seen play enough to know if that's remotely true.
We also need the refs to stop giving him fucking any and everything to fucking PSG when it comes to a free kick. When he's not even a fucking free kick. Have a look at this replay now.
Football's like basketball.
How's that free kick? Sorry, how is that a foul? How is that a foul to PSG? It's a fucking joke. He slid to the floor. It must be a foul. Come on, just fucking Odegaard putting the fucking pressure on here. Come on, Saka, come on. Oh, bloody hell. We're starting to create stuff, but it's just not getting the final ball to work.
You needed a drop, and it hasn't at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not saying one, though.
Oh, got another guest with Catherine joining us. Bloody hell. You ain't missed much.
Maybe.
Just about.
I kind of need Gary to now turn up so I can feel like I'm immersed them onto Sunday crew. What do I call it? The Sunday Gooner Gang.
Call it whatever you want within reason.
I usually do, but no, it's great to see. Don't get me like I'm joking, but if Gary did turn up, I would be quite excited because I've not seen Gary in a long time.
Take this free kick any day, guys. It's like the goalkeeper, but still. Wasn't the hardest fucking header in the world.
Do excuse me a second, Ryan. I'm going to try a caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. Not diet, caffeine-free Pepsi.
Yeah, no,
caffeine-free. I did accidentally say caffeine-free Pepsi, to which I'm like, I don't even know what that is. But anyway. Yeah, I could hear a bum 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 when she was trying to speak. Bum bum bum.
No worries, Catherine. Come on, lads. Come on. You've got to wake up. All the way back to the goalkeeper, of course. Yeah. Okay.
It's worked out here. Oh, no, wait. Was he caught? Oh, he's called offside.
So if I see a replay and he's actually close to being on and he was off, let's have a look. Oh, he's way off. Oh, fair enough.
Do excuse me, Ryan. I'll be 20 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, you bastard. Can't do nothing with this fucking ball. Thank God Ray got down quick enough there. That's not fair, is it, Ref? Of course not. 2 players on a player's back, leaning on it. That's okay, no worries. Come on. All right.
There we go.
There we go.
No idea what's going on with my laptop. It's not like it's hella old and needs an update, but no sound output 2 times in a row now. I don't know. I think I'd rather have no sound output than no shot outputs that are happening in this game at all for Arsenal. I think I might lose a few strands of hair today.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that. Let's do a little experiment. Pepsi without caffeine. Just acceptable.
It'll be acceptable until you are waiting for the caffeine to kick in.
Yes.
Yeah.
By acceptable, I mean I was dreading what it would actually taste like, and it wasn't that. So,
What, did you think that caffeine has its own unique flavor?
I suppose that's why I considered an experiment, because I wouldn't know the difference, because I've never had caffeine-free anything. So,
Ooh. I don't know. I was about halfway home, I think, when that goal was scored, and there were kind of a few cars around me, and I screamed out, "Horrible! Horrible for them to concede like that." But I think I'm not sure if I heard it right from the commentators or not, but that Dembele didn't play during the group stage, or not the group stage, but the league
phase thing, yeah. Basically, he was fit. He was available to play, but him and the Luis Enrique, the manager, had a falling out the weekend prior in France, and basically it's like, I'm right, you're wrong. You're wrong, I'm right, and all that crap. And then Enrique pulled on the manager card. You're not playing, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine he pulled his "How many times have you won the Champions League, Mr. Dembele?" card.
How's your career at Barcelona going compared to my career at Barcelona?
Apparently, speaking of players falling out with managers, City's defender that they brought in, the walking meme is out, is on the outs. Apparently, it was like a miscommunication between a language barrier miscommunication that Pep didn't quite understand what he was saying and took it the wrong way, and he's now out.
When you first met him, he called him Donkey, didn't he? Something like that.
Yeah.
I might not be factually right on that, but it was something like he didn't know what donkey meant, and he called him it.
Yeah, something like that.
And then it happened a second time, apparently, and Pep was like, "Nope, out." And the fact that you scored an own goal in your debut 5 minutes in, it's not really. Oh my God.
Apparently, he said that Pep needs shampoo.
Yeah.
Wake up!
Oh, what are you doing? Close him down.
Fucking ball watch defending, seriously.
What are you doing? At least that was a save. Off the post! What are you guys doing? Oh, they were waiting for the offside flag to go up. What the fuck are they doing? Like, honestly. Are they thinking that they're just going to turn up in the second half and call, or the second leg and say, oh, we're good?
It's literally, it's like they've let the occasion get to them. And they're doing exactly what Villa did basically in the first leg of the quarters, and basically just like bring it up. You can play your game, PSG. We'll try and break us down.
Playing with fire, your lot.
I mean, I've listened to most of this first half, but taking out the goal that was in the first 4 minutes, it's been very hesitant and shaky, and kind of like we've never played in the Champions League before, ever, even though we had to fight Real Madrid to get this spot. And we not only fought Real Madrid, but we murdered them.
Yeah.
And this is how we're playing. And the commentators are like, oh, Partey's not there, and he's leaving, a big role, or a big hole is left from the role that he typically fills. Okay, you can't rely. There's 11 players on the pitch, 10 in the outfield. You can't have 9 of them relying on one player. And it's not the first time that Partey has not been playing in the midfield this season.
Oh, fuck off, ref. Stop giving them... Every time they go down, he's giving them a free kick.
Were you
every time without
the lineup? Before the game started, were you happy with the lineup?
In the circumstances where the party suspended, yeah.
Right.
Because of what we have, because of the options we have.
I don't know what change I would have made to the starting lineup, given injuries and suspensions.
I
mean, I feel like the only other gamble that you could play is leave Trossard on the bench and keep Marino up top and have a different midfielder in that role. But I think it was said previously, like, you can't really rely on Miles Lewis-Skelly playing in his natural position when he hasn't played in the midfield for Arsenal really this season. He's been playing at left back, right back, I don't know which one. But then you would need to bring on Ben White or Tierney, really. Or would you take an ultra gamble and start Zinchenko?
Yeah.
Because he was, supposed to transition into that Xhaka-esque role and has kind of failed at it. At least when they wanted to implement it. That was a nice tackle there from Saka.
They're shitting themselves, don't they? That's what they're doing.
There are parts of this game where if you told me you'd had a player sent off, I'd believe you. Because there are parts of the game where it feels like they're swarming over you, and they've always got a loose man to retrieve the ball. But I know that's not the case, but it feels like it is at some points. But while it's 1-0, you're still in the game. Regardless of how you feel like you're playing, you're in the game.
Attack the ball. Don't try and shield the ball away from them. Actually, do something with the ball. I'm sorry, Miles. Just he's shielding the ball away like PSG is at close to the goal line, and it could go up for a goal kick or a corner, depending. Not we're in the final third, and we need to be pushing towards our goal that we're trying to score against or score on.
I think I heard the commentator say at the start of the game that this refereed the match between PSG and Arsenal earlier in the season.
Oh, God.
He refereed the last PSG Arsenal game, and he refereed the final last year.
Yeah, this is his 10th Champions League game this season, which is a record, obviously, based on the fact that there's more Champions League games than ever. This should be a goal. No. Whatever.
Couldn't get it back.
Oh, come on, ref. And now it's all kicking off because you didn't do your job.
Oh, what?
Oh, because ref went. Let's have a look.
No, they're going to say he got the ball because he did.
No.
The referee was halfway up the pitch. He was beautifully positioned to catch the call.
The ball, so.
And he's called that he won the ball.
Oh, I think he did win the ball, but he had to go through Marino to do it. But but yeah, pink boot got there before red boot.
I get why you're all not going to like it.
He clipped Marino's right foot to begin with. So Marino couldn't even get the ball because his right foot was clipped as it was on its way to get the ball.
Imagine they didn't get looked at.
No, why would it?
You've had your best spell of the game. I personally wouldn't want it broken up by him watching a penalty you know he's probably not going to give.
What time are you at?
38-27. Oh, straight to keeper.
I'm 38-35.
I think I'm like a half second behind Ryan.
Oh, I'm liking this.
Go. Chase it down.
Go on.
There we go. There we go. We're waddling with the ball.
You're too far arsey with the ball.
There's one too many passes that are happening right now.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. They say that the tortoise was prepared. Oh, he would have been offside, I think.
Yeah. There's no way that would have counted.
Oh, that would have been nice if it went in, though.
It have got people going.
Yeah, it would have gotten the crowd going. It would have gotten them going. I mean, Martinelli looks pumped up as it is after that, telling the crowd to get into it more.
Feel free to get your cards out, Beth.
Let's roll out the cliche handbook. In about 5 minutes, you'll be a quarter of the way into the tie.
Beth, how's your team doing in Champions League? Oh, wait.
Hey, they're going to win the Conference League. Let's give them their due. And I hate Chelsea.
You know how funny it would be if they fumbled the final?
would be unbearable to Gav, to be honest, if that happened.
What?
I'm not going to pay it next month either.
Trossard, you're a pain in the ass.
I feel like 80 to 85% of this season has been, at least on the watch-alongs, Ryan saying, Trossard, you're an ass. And the other 15% is, wow, you actually did something good for once.
You turned up today. Woohoo!
And it's usually coming from, wow, you actually scored.
Nah, he's shot that Saka.
Oh, come on, Ref. That was not a foul.
What the fuck are you doing,
It's a booking apparently. How's that book? Fuck off.
Oh, Saka that.
So Saka gets a yellow. Timber's been given a yellow. But PSG
PSG doing worse. I think it's just Trossard and Saka.
I swear
the second he starts shepherding the ball,
Timber has somehow luckily not had a yellow card.
That's because he stood on the foot.
And yet, nothing called on Marino getting his foot clipped. That's like the same thing. Coming at the player from behind.
He got booked for kicking the ball away. He got booked for booting the ball away. Not a foul though. I mean,
now we need to take a breath, do a 20-second deep breath, and calm the fuck down.
When Mark Clattenburg is doing the ref watch bullshit on Prime and saying it's not a foul, it's a perfectly good tackle, you know something's gone wrong. Well done, Timber. Well done, Timber. Wakey. Come on, Timber. You gonna get your card out now? You get your card out? No, of course not. You won't get your card out because it's PSG player. Oh, there you get your card out.
Oh, no, there it is. He got a yellow card. I think if anyone is going to be getting a second yellow, it's going to be Hakimi. And it's going to be because him and Timber are going at it.
Didn't we have... Tom, we covered the Champions League final last year. Didn't we have questions about this referee last year that is a bit... sometimes.
I tend not to catalogue my issues with specific referees.
We're both neutrals that day. I was just asking. I can't remember.
Oh, no, you're right. What I will say, I've catalogued any time any football team has negatively impacted Leeds United as far back as 1974. But, probably further than that, but still, just... Who played last year? Oh, was Real Madrid played Borussia Dortmund, didn't they?
Yeah, Wembley, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'm still remembering back to when we watched Onana make about 75 saves in the Champions League final.
Got him that £50 million move from Inter Milan to Man United. Brilliant, dude.
Oh, we've had a request from... excuse me. Had a request from Sam Greenwood.
Oh, God.
Not Sam Greenwood, sorry. Russ Morgan. Just bear with me a second, because I can't even find it.
Go on. Oh, you bastards. Fucking goalkeeper.
I think I'm now back.
Of course it's a free kick to them. Of course it's a free kick to them. Of course, yeah. Why would it not be a free kick to them? Probably falls to the floor. He just slips in thin air. Free kick. Gabby should be doing better, man. Come on.
All right, so the referee from the second leg of Real Madrid had the highest amount of calling fouls and giving out yellows. This guy in this is not updated because you just said he's on his 10th game, and I've got 6 games of data here. It's probably from the league phase. Averaged 19.8 fouls per game and 3.5 yellows. Surprisingly, no reds given in those 6 games.
Russ. That's what the Russ was requesting. It's nails for some reason. For some reason, it's a lucky memento for Russ Morgan. So
halftime, he gets booed.
To that by full
They all get booed. Horrible from a statistics standpoint. Actually, not horrible. 4 shots on target with 5 shots in total.
It took us a while to get into this semi-final, but
11 fouls. You've committed 11 fouls.
Yeah, if you look at the 11 fouls, how many of them actually fouls?
Probably about 10 of them.
19 fouls were called in the first half alone. 80% pass accuracy. That's shit.
Pinky says Saka really disappointed me. I mean, from the point of view that he shouldn't have booted the ball, but I get it because obviously if the ref and the assistant, or the assistant initially, because it's the assistant that does all the flagging bullshit, doesn't do that unless he just lets the game play out. He's through on goal against Donnarumma, basically. So he's just letting that frustration, and obviously he's got him a booking. But hey, Martinelli again. 5 minutes later, Martinelli was scoring at the end there. Should be putting that away.
And then if it gets called back, it gets called back. But you know what? He got a ball in the back of the net, get some fire in everyone's veins going. They need to do what they did. What was it in the first leg against Real Madrid? Come out in the second half and score 3, or at least 2 in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far, Colonel, but okay. Apparently, Bamford would have scored that. Tom, you'd be better to give us a judgment on that one.
I've seen Patrick Bamford miss an open goal from 1 yard out. I've seen it. I've seen it. My eyes saw it. I can't even pretend it happened for exaggeration. I watched it, but at the same time, I still wouldn't have threatened to kick his dog down the stairs like a lot of Leeds fans did when that happened. And I was supposed to promote the virtues of my club, but some of my club are some right fucking scumbags. But still, that one's more realistic, Russ Morgan. Eddie Nketiah would have scored that.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, Eddie Nketiah wouldn't have been selected in the first place. So you'd never know.
I don't know. They just need to turn up in the second half. That's about all I got right now.
Yeah, well, again, it's basically doing what the girls did.
Making us all nervous?
Come out. What was that?
Making us all nervous?
No, just come out and actually finish their chances and have that belief and basically just pin PSG in. And when we get chances taken, for fuck's sake, stop messing about, basically.
I saw you all nervous as absolute fuck, and you were 4-1 up against Leon with 2 minutes left of the match. So what are you talking about nervous? You were 4-1 up. You just sit there going, "Oh my god, we're in trouble." You were not in trouble. You were perfectly fine.
Actually, you know what? If you go back and watch Renee's post-match interview, the interview person was even like, "You were up 4-1, 5-3 on aggregate." And I look over and you're all nervous. She's like, "Well, yeah, because they got one back, or they scored a goal, and you never know how it's going to turn up after a team that is behind scores a goal. You never know how they are going to turn up. They could, because Leon could have come through and scored 2 more goals to level it on aggregate and force extra time. There's a lot Arsenal have proved that you can score 2 goals in the span of 5 minutes. I think we've done that multiple times this season against opponents that actually make us work for it.
I'm still gonna find
God,
it.
I gotta listen to Jamie Carragher talk.
Well, we've got Theo Walcott, Rooney, Clarence Seedorf, and then
what's his name? Daniel Sturridge.
Daniel Sturridge, that's the one.
And they always do the same thing. On a Champions League night, they will always put the caption up that he won the Champions League with Liverpool and with Chelsea. But they never mention that he barely did a fucking thing to win either of them.
He was just dead. He was the morale. He's a cheerleader.
He was in the squad. He was about 10 years old. And he was in the squad. So like that. And then they're like, oh, but he's a 2-time winner. It's like, Jesus. I'm not even going to use the language I'll use to describe that.
Ooh. Big praise for Lewis Skelly. Thierry saying he's been the best Arsenal player in the first half.
Yeah, but you can't take anything Thierry Henry says seriously.
I don't know. Micah praised Raya's save that turned out to be offside because we were ball watching.
Be like we were for the fucking first goal, ball watching.
Ray Rooney stood there holding a microphone going, please someone give me a job for August. Please, can I relegate another team?
Yeah, I can relegate BBC.
If you were to sack Daniel Farke and they hired Wayne Rooney, you'd lose whatever love in mind you would.
I'll flat out say it. I think sacking that man would be absolute madness. I think it's scummy that someone's even put it out there as a possibility. And
it's got to be BS.
Doing it like minutes after he won promotion, as if like, yeah, well done, but you're gonna get sacked, mate.
Yeah, that's got to be just media bullshit just to get clicks. Because they can't say you threw it away because you voted.
If Leeds United hand that man 200 million to spend in the summer, and then he ends up getting no wins in the first 8, then yeah, questions will be asked, and that'd be fair enough. But doing it, but basically tarring him with the brush of like, you were terrible at Norwich. Of course, he was going to be terrible at Norwich. They gave him £9 million to spend in the Premier League. 9
over 2 spells.
And then the second time they sold his best player, and then went good luck with it.
Yeah.
Plus, I did have a bit of a soft spot for how much all the Leeds players poured champagne over him and made a point of doing it. It was quite funny. He tried to back away as if, like, I know what's going to happen. It was like, they were like, no, we're just going to wait for you to actually feel like you're safe. And then pour loads of champagne over you. But still.
I would say in the first half, we didn't capitalize on our chances, but we didn't create any. I mean, five shots in 45 minutes.
They all came in the second half, that first half. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think they all came. I think except for one, they all came in the last 10 minutes.
It felt like you were waiting for that one clear-cut opportunity, but you tend not to get them in the semi-final of the Champions League. You have to try and make something out of nothing.
Which PSG did in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. But people could quite obviously go, what would you know about the semi-final of the Champions League, Mr. Tom? It's like, well, yeah, I have been in one. We lost 3-0, but I was in it. I weren't in it. I was never going to get picked for that. I wasn't even in the team, if we're being honest. But
we're only kids at the time as well.
But still, just Clarence Seidel stood there like, I've won 3 of these, mate.
And he actually contributed to all them ones as well, unlike certain other people.
He's a very good footballer. Very good.
Oh, someone on X said that is one of the worst bits of refereeing I have ever seen. Oh, and then Liam is saying that the ref is making our English refs look absolutely great. That's a great comment. I mean, that sums it up this first half from the refereeing standpoint.
Oh, Chris Nick's talking about Gabby Logan, the host of the Amazon coverage.
Why am I not surprised?
And I'm glad that he did, because I now get to carry on my personal policy of turning anything that ever existed into something about Leeds United. Do you know who her dad is?
An ex-Leeds player?
Her dad used to play for Leeds United. It's true.
I only know that because of what was it? I don't know if she was being interviewed or she was the interviewee, one of the two, and she happened to bring it up when she was a kid. At Leeds in the FA Cup final, or something like a cup final, and basically, I think it was around a day of her being born or something, and he only just made it basically seeing her being born, something like that.
All right, so scrolling through X, and sadly, Fabrizio is one of the accounts that comes up. So apparently, a lot of Real Madrid players have been playing through injury all season, and that's why they haven't been performing well.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm not sure if this is in regards to the Real Madrid-Barca game that was on Sunday, but Jude Bellingham does not. His red card has been removed, so no ban for him. Lucas Vasquez has a 2-game ban, and Tony Rudiger only has 6. But then again, it could have been what, 2 to 12 or 4 to 12?
But he can't serve any of them 6 Rudiger now until next season because he's now had surgery or something.
Yeah.
Hey, how would you like a refereeing handbook up the wazoo? Whoever that is, but still.
Yeah, that sums it up.
But unfortunately, the memes are streaming in, as in Smithers. Arsenal are losing. What, already? Yes.
And the rest is yeah.
Manchester United have entered the race alongside Manchester City and Liverpool to sign Rodrigo. I want to know with what money? Jim Ratcliffe has come out and said United is broke, and we can't do business without selling a shit ton of players. But don't worry, we want to try and go for £150 million player, and have 5 other people play on the pitch with him, and say that's 11 people.
That's how you end up buying a £150 million footballer, though. It's basically because the head chef in the canteen is sitting there going, God, I hope we don't buy him or I'll be out of a job by the end of the week. Because she'll be the one that gets fired to pay for it. Which makes me wonder what they're actually earning in the canteen, but still. But the more poor decisions that club make, the happier I get.
Yeah. The way things are going, it could be nice easy 6 points for you next season.
The amount of people that talk about that club and I'll sit there thinking, stop giving them tips on how to do things better. Because they might actually listen to one of you. And then do it.
One day, maybe.
Maybe. But I'm just... Stop helping them to stop fucking up. Because they're not listening to you all at the moment. So please, stop it.
Don't you find it amazing though that since Gary Neville's been brought into the fold of the ownership, whenever Man United lose now, it's not the owner's fault. Just saying.
Who got brought into the fold?
Gary never got brought into the ownership fold in terms of it. He's the first man to go to for interviews and all that.
Yeah. Well, he is a...
Suddenly, it's not the owner's fault now.
He's a parasite, that man.
Oh, he's something, right? I can't say because I'll be shut down, but still.
Chris Nick.
The team's back. Well,
That's very good. Chris Nick says, Man United is the guy that owes you a tenner but says he can't afford it, but then you see him drive off in a Ferrari.
Yeah.
That sounds like them. Stefan says, hello, Stefan, of course. Ratcliffe destroyed Sky Cycling. Rinse and repeat with Man United. I can only hope.
Yeah, that's a point. Their teams are back out. I don't think there's any sub from either team. It's as you were, basically.
Fabrizio is a fraud merchant, says the Canterbury Gooner.
Okay, I'm half listening to the commentary through my headphone, and
They're
all
off.
of a sudden, just hear the name Emma Hayes, and I'm like, why the fuck is she being brought up into conversation? Well, apparently, Emily Fox, who plays for Emma Hayes' U.S. women's national team, has made it to the Women's Champions League final alongside Jenna Neiswanger. I'm like, Emma Hayes does not need to be brought up into conversation unless you are talking about an international game.
I mean,
what a surprise. No,
that sounds to me a lot like, what does that have to do with the price of milk in Denmark on Tuesday? Exactly. Absolutely nothing.
Yup.
You just wanted to mention Emma Hayes, and you've had it on your mind for about 40 minutes, and this was your opportunity, or whatever it was.
Fuck no.
Well, not you. I mean, the commentator you're referring to. I know why you'd bring up Emma Hayes, because she's a twat, but, you know.
Okay, so never just get booked. Okay, I didn't see the card come out, but okay. Please don't fuck this up, Arthur. Come on.
A free kick in a more promising position than the last one. Oh. Shit, I looked at the chat. Damn it.
Considering it's Chris, I take it with a pinch of salt. Let's be honest.
I'm seeing Pete go.
No, there's no salt in it.
You know what? Declan Rice is taking this free kick, so you know what? It might not be a direct free kick.
Moreno.
I am so far behind.
Mikel Moreno, Piece FC, we know what we are.
One of your lot?
What the fuck?
Righty, my boy, righty, come on.
He just jumps like right over the keeper and is like, fuck you, you little bitch. Peace out. Marquinhos is complaining.
Not an own goal. My question would have been, it looked like about 7 of your players were offside when the ball came in, but at the same time...
That's what I'm I have to wait for the... That's the brother. That's my brother. They'll probably check it to make sure they get the sound back on.
Oh, yeah, like 5 of them are offside.
No, you're not. Chris,
on which one?
You're on Amazon Prime as well.
I'm on Amazon Prime, yeah. There's a VAR check apparently, so a hold fine change.
I'm in the US, so I'm even further behind because of stream delays.
Fuck
off, Marquinhos. Just take fucking. They're checking it.
The first fuck off. All your players think you've run back on side, you timed it, and you're not. Unfortunately for you.
Just give us a fucking goal.
Ross, are you saying wow because I got all excited just 2 seconds later to realize everyone was saying it was offside?
This VAR intervention is sponsored by Zenith Coins. If you type Mr. Arsenal Pod at the checkout, and that doesn't necessarily mean you have to buy a Zenith coin itself, you get 10% off your order, I believe. Is that correct, Mr. Ryan?
Correct.
Thank you.
Just give us a goal. Give us a goal. Please give us the goal.
I don't know. Betting is saying it's still 1-1. They're usually the first ones to go. They still say it's under review. It's taking fucking forever.
Yeah.
Roses are red. Gareth has the word offside deep in his loins, but you can still get 10% off at Zenith coins.
Especially when it's meant to be an automated offside system they're using, apparently.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, they take it away offside.
Okay.
There it is.
I wasn't even saying that to be douchey. It genuinely appeared that it might be offside. Unfortunately.
Let's see who was offside.
There's about 7 players that
Well, they're probably not even going to show us. Let's be honest. It's just going to go. What did you do? Raise your hand. Yep, there it is. They aren't even showing. Sorry, they're going to show. They're going to show.
Oh no, we've got the image. We've got the image. It's definitely.
Yeah, it's Moreno himself. It was Moreno himself. Bollocks.
It was a really great idea to be doing that. They just PSG, I think, has learned that Arsenal does this whole start from offside, try and jump back, and they are like, we're going to stay right here and not move.
But either way, they need to use this now as a belief in themselves that they can put that ball in the net either which way. Come on. Can't just give up.
It says that offside weight was so good, all thanks to Zenith coins.
So, how's your Champions League campaign going, Chris? Asking for a friend. I know he's going to come back with, we won the league title.
I'm sorry.
Come back with predictable.
West Ham didn't win.
Did you just say that the refs won the title? Because that's what I thought you said. I heard PGMOL won the title. Or they were at least the main shirt sponsor for the other team.
I was about to say, I've heard rumours that they're the new shirt sponsor for next season. Mate, we're in the semi-finals, my friend. There's only, we're losing 1-0 in the first leg, but we can still turn this round. We didn't get knocked out yet.
You have had. Sorry. Russ Morgan's trying to be a bit of a fucker now because he's basically gone VAR sponsored by the non-existent Zenith coin. That hurts, Russ. That hurts. And I'm not trying to hurt any views by giving my correct opinion on the refereeing decision, but still. If I had feelings, Russ,
Mariona is at the game. Can we do a sub, please? You sub her in?
Yeah, chuck her on for a little screamer. Take your time, guys. Take your time. Yeah, ref. Yeah, you let them take over a minute and a half to take a fucking throw in.
Like your team don't do these type of things when you're winning. Come on now.
Yeah, we do, but we get crucified for it though. In terms of the referee punishes us for it. That's the difference.
Punishes you for it. What?
Yeah, we get yellow cards. I mean, Tommy Asu literally got a yellow and then a red for time wasting in the same movement.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Just your passion.
I mean, Declan Rice start the season.
Officiating is unrivaled. Sir.
Declan Rice start the season against Brighton on a yellow card, gets booted by the opposition player, had the ball booted against him as well in the process as well, and he's the one who gets sent off. Just saying.
And haven't your boys punished Brighton enough for it by them actually just being Brighton in general?
No, not good enough. It's cost us points though. Fucking a 50-50 head-to-head clash against Brighton in a corresponding fixture. They got a penalty, fucked us over.
And then it happened again. What, this past weekend or in the past week?
Probably, I don't know. Not anymore.
Oh, what are you doing? Yes, Tierney is on the bench.
Yes, Tierney. Yeah.
That makes sense.
We're now going back to this end-to-end bullshit. You have the ball, no, we have the ball, no, you have the ball. Oh, when you got the ball, we give you 10 yards of space because we won't put no pressure on you.
All right, why? Off topic from this game, but why is the Brighton Arsenal game in the WSL on Monday night on a Monday instead of Sunday like everyone
Probably
else?
is a good.
Like even Chelsea is playing on Sunday, the 4th.
Well, because I think we're playing. Obviously, we're playing tomorrow night, aren't we? Early kick, 6 o'clock kickoff UK time.
Yeah.
So probably just to give us a bit of respite. But
Guess why? Because they've took advantage of the fact that it's May Day in the UK, which is a national holiday.
oh yeah,
The
back on
first
Monday,
bank
yeah.
holiday in May is always a national holiday. No one goes to work. Well, no government workers go to work or anything like that. And but presumably they feel like you'll get a big attendance because of it.
But it's at Brighton, so it's not like they would be playing. And it is likely that they would not be playing in the big stadium.
Oh, you fucker.
They might be, though. Obviously, I don't know. You would know more than me, but that's probably why they would have actually changed the fixture. Protected TV, I suspect.
The fuck are you doing, dude? You have like one job.
It's great save.
Maybe two.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's who I was calling the fucker, the goalkeeper, because he fucking saved the fucking ball. He done his job.
I mean, I'm not upset that it got moved, or it's essentially moved from the 4th to the 5th. Because it gives me a little bit more time to celebrate my birthday with my family and then switch over to Formula One. But it just seems odd that Chelsea and Arsenal are both playing tomorrow, with Chelsea at the later date, and yet the Arsenal game is the one that is moved to Monday.
Fuck, how much more advantage do you want to give him? Fucking Elvis. Do you want to give him a bigger advantage than that? Fucking hell. Let's put in the ball in the net for him, mate. Why not?
Wow. A foul gets called after the ball has crossed halfway line because of a foul on Douay. Trying to play advantage. When it's that far fucking gone, I feel like it's just too late. Stefan, this is how I am when I don't have a camera on me while watching the game. Except for I might be typing a little bit more because I try and interact with the chat.
Yeah, it's because Sky Sports just had it moved.
And it's 11 a.m. in the U.S.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It means I can't watch the game at work, in the office.
Oh, I was trying to force it. Fuck's sake.
Clipped from behind.
4 p.m. in
Nothing.
the UK.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What was that?
According to Russ Morgan, Odegaard is finished.
Yeah, whatever fucking pass that was to no one except for the defenders. He wasn't even looking to see in which direction his teammates were facing.
False the issue.
Don't slow up. You slowed up.
Thank you for the free kick.
Yeah. Definitely a free kick. I mean, this would be a great time to equalise, guys.
Yes, it would.
Can
I hold your hand, please? I'd really like the ball back but you're being too mean and bodying me off of it.
Oh my God, that cross was disgraceful. Gav Highlights is in the comments with, "You're definitely playing like UEFA Champions League winners today, Ryan and Catherine. Laugh out loud. Laughing, crying emoji." And you are also getting told you're number one, Gav, by Catherine.
Sorry, I just had an itch in my nose, or on my nose.
Yeah. 100% an itch. Yeah. I'm not judging. I'm just calling it. Just calling what happened.
Get rid of it. Well done. Come on. Move. Oh, fuck off, ref. Give the call. Of course not. He's an Arsenal player. I forgot.
Chris Dixon said, "This ref has ruined the flow of this game.
So much.
Luckily, no incentive coins exist makes the pain much more easy to handle."
Second half stats. We've had 3 shots in the second half. They have had none. And they have had 61% of the possession in the second half.
I've got a theory on why you're currently losing the game, though. I'm not sure you'll like it or nor believe it, but
we don't believe in ourselves.
It might have something to do with the fact that Anne Hathaway is watching the game.
Is she at the game?
Nah, of course she's not. That involved getting off for us. Silly. But no. But she's decked out in full Arsenal gear.
Not full Arsenal gear. She's wearing a New York jacket. Raya, what are you doing, dude? Don't make me nervous like that.
Fucking make the tackle, you dickheads.
Oh, so she is. I'll stand corrected. But yeah, I mean that's not a good sign. It's like you can't support two. Jesus Christ, you can't support New York Yankees and Arsenal at the same thing.
Kai Havertz is. He's wearing a Yankees hat.
Well, Kai Havertz is clearly an idiot, but still. And he obviously doesn't want the omens to work out for you either. Hang on. I was surprised that wasn't a penalty.
Princess Diaries is a great film.
It is a good film.
I'm surprised, actually, because donation ref probably would have given
I once got triple pay at work for watching that movie. I was very pleased.
If they call that, then I will think that the ref or that PSG learned from their last game and was like, maybe we should pay the ref.
Gav, I appreciate the question. I feel it might be fairer for me to give you an answer on basically August the 31st or whenever the transfer window closes to basically see what we've actually got.
You know, mind you, I've watched maybe 80 minutes of Leeds this season. Maybe a little bit more. I do think that they will stay up. I think Burnley will go right back down. Assuming that are they promoted or could they still lose down?
We're both promoted. However, we're fighting out for the trophy basically because we're both on 97 points.
The main trophy.
Yeah, so I think Burnley. I feel like Burnley over the next 6 years, including if you include last season, I think they're just gonna do one of these guys. They're gonna, finish first or second in the championship, get promoted, and then finish 19th, maybe 18th, and they'll just be like a yo-yo. I think Leeds will stay up next season, and if United continue to play like the garbage that they have, large gamble here. Leeds stay up. Man United goes down.
It truly depends on what we spend the money on. Like, if we get the transfers right and things like that, we can stay up. But the odds are obviously against us based on the fact that the odds are against us. But I'd still like to be in the situation of, at worst, we go back into the Championship and then we become another team that gets hopefully 90-odd points again. I know it's not a great footballing diet for one's health, but at the same time, it's better than basically not coming back up and then spending the next 25 years in the Championship, which actually is football health.
I would say now is a great time to bring on Ethan.
Yeah.
I would say bring on defenders, but I don't know who to take off. I mean, could bring on Zinchenko for Trossard and push Mourinho back up top. If they take off Rice, then that just means that they handed in the towel. They're done with this game. But I think 65 minutes played, now's a great time to be making some subs.
That's a good point, Chris. Red Bull, the sponsorship of the lead shirt will go up to an absurd level based on the fact we're in the Premier League. We'll have a top 10 Premier League sponsorship automatically, which obviously will probably get us one player or something like that, but it's better than nothing. I'm just so surprised we never fucked it up. Because this is not what usually happens. Let's get that clear. But still, come on. The ball just needs to drop for one of you.
Yeah. Saka's going. Pass to Odegaard. And he dances around some and passes it off to Mourinho. Crosses it in, gets deflected out of the box. Oh, him and Timber are going at it. Throw in, though. Do you see Luton getting relegated?
Nah.
They're going to stay in 21st? Think they're going to hang on to that place?
I don't think they're going down, but it's hard to say. It's not really in the sense of Plymouth Argyle are essentially relegated.
They did such great things against City and Liverpool.
Yeah, my favourite thing they did was sacking Rooney. But no, that's
well. See, they just had to say that stat. 15 times that Saka and Odegaard have played together, and then they just listed off the wins, draws, and losses, and they.
So are we seriously taking stick from a Watford fan in the chat who's currently hired and don't know how to survive the entire season? A Man United reject who takes our cast off, turns like Manuel money and all that. Yeah, okay. And also, just getting for perspective, this is a different Arsenal, my friend, from when your days. But you enjoy the Championship. Closest you'll see Arsenal is fucking teams training next door to us.
Russ, I've already said I think Ipswich will win the Championship next year. I just think they will. They've bought the players for it already. The problem for Ipswich is they bought them thinking they'd keep them in the Premier League. But perfect players to have for a Championship campaign, to be fair.
Still no fucking subs.
Going back to Watford and Arsenal, are they not supposed to take?
Dembele just went down. Stop the play. He's not even fucking injured like that, dude. You don't stop the play for a fucking leg injury like that. Am I wrong though? You stop the play for a head injury, and all he does is just I'm gonna sit 10 yards away. Not even. I'm gonna sit 5 yards away from the sideline, and I'm just gonna sit down, and I'm gonna be a little bit further away from the ref than I am from the sideline, and then I'm just gonna go, "Will you please blow the whistle for me? My leg hurts."
And now is that walking
Grow
fine?
a pair.
And now is that walking fine, by the way? Just to rub salt in the wound.
Timber's down though, with his shoe and sock off.
I thought they'd scored again. They'd shine a replay of the goal.
Timber's taking the wrapping off of his foot, and Sokka's like, "Hey, hello, excuse me. Sorry, there is something called the fucking Star Cam on Paramount Plus, and it's focused on Starboy. So it's just a camera that's following his every single move. And since Sokka is right next to Timber, you just see Sokka over on the screen. Hello, ref, blow the fucking whistle like you just did for Dembele."
I'm just starting to think that Catherine should have got a referee badges, really, and then that would sort a lot of your issues out. But still,
yeah. I think in terms of Wrexham, I think it'll be a couple of years now before they come up to about 2 or 3 years before they consider.
Wrexham aren't going to go back to back to back to back.
If they did that, it'd be dodgy, and they would get battered in the league because they've got basically a conference that's League Two, so that's League One squad.
Deadpool is going to come up against his greatest adversary next season. It's called PSR. What?
They'll still beat Watford. Don't worry, Watford fan. They'll still beat you.
Actually, if you want to be saying that Arsenal has been outclassed and it should be 3-0 to PSG, if you look at the stats alone, the expected goals for Arsenal is 1.54. The expected goals for PSG is 0.29. So suck on that, dude.
My favourite thing of all this is you went to the trouble of coming up with that statistic and reading the statistic, and I'm sitting there thinking, that Watford fan doesn't give a flying fuck about any statistic you're about to throw in because he just wanted to type that you should be losing 3-0.
I mean, actually, taking
out
the goal, that was offside. That was offside. Arsenal had 4 shots that should have gone in.
But the actual money they will need to actually be competitive in the Championship, and by competitive, I mean challenge promotion, let's just say, is a lot more than obviously they've needed for League One.
I love the comment. That's a new metric. If we were to go off of keeper saves, then Arsenal should have 5 because that's how many saves that Donnarumma has had to make because the ball was going to go in the back of the net. Raya has only had to make 3. So if your math of they'll be 3-0 or it should be 3-0 PSG, it could be 5-3 Arsenal if you wanna go that route.
Mr. or Mrs. Ashworth Blythe, Peregrine, the Watford fan. Out of interest, what was your opinion on the Watford home game against Leeds United? Just out of interest. Out of interest, what did you make of Leeds United turning up at Watford? The game where we won 4-0.
How many goals should have been scored there for Watford? Or did they even get the ball?
I believe Leeds were 3-0 up at half time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but still. Spino, who I believe is a relative of Ryan, has said, bloody hell, I just found out that Chris will put his tongue up anyone's arse if they say anything bad against Arsenal. Sorry, something bad against Arsenal. I
can't believe you just read that out.
Yeah. There's not much I won't read out in the comment section. I'll say that.
Trossard, get rid of the fucking ball.
I was reading out like from the film Snatch, where why is it as going up a mistake? Like, why are you even getting into? Why are you even going out, getting out of bed in the morning to play football? to not try and win football matches. Madness. That could well be true, but still. I thought Speedo was going to say something like, if you ever seen the film Snatch, go, crikey.
Can Dembele be injured enough to miss out next week's game? Please?
Let's hope. Of course, that's not a foul. Don't be silly.
Be fucking shit.
I love how that saying has made such an impact this season. It was said once by a certain Norseman and has just stuck the entire season. I think we need a new catchphrase for next season.
Yeah, and look, you say look at Forest, for example. Yeah, they broke the rules. They got their little slap on the wrist, and look where they are now, fighting for European spots in their first season back in the Prem.
Forest had got their points deducted, and they stayed up.
What did I say that displayed the lack of knowledge on this? Just out of interest.
I don't know. Right now, the lack of knowledge is the lack of knowledge of what the fuck is going on with City and how they've gotten nothing, not even a small measly 3-point deduction just for having that many charges against them. But then again, that was for past seasons, not for, the past 12 months. Everton and Forest both had point deductions. They fought and stayed above the relegation line. And Everton, I think, have played better this season than last season, and Forest have turned the fuck up, and they are likely going to be playing in the Champions League next season because of it. And this season, they've stayed so far as we've heard, have stayed within FFP ruling. Arsenal is still yet to make subs.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to make some subs and quick because this is ridiculous. Now 40 minutes to go plus injury time. Saka's had a shot there.
Saka
place. Would have been offside anyway, but it looks like Trossard yet again not reading the line.
Ross getting the plug in there. If you want more of this content, and if I'm ever back on a stream, you might get it if you like and subscribe to this channel in this video.
As Ross Morgan said, you should seriously like and subscribe to Ryan's content. He's a seriously good dude. He even gets a sponsorship from a certain coin maker. And I'm not going to say their actual name, but it rhymes with Renif.
Oh, God.
Ball watching again. And thank God Joao Neves aimed high. And he hit his mark.
Arsenal on the move. Waiting for the men to follow up.
There.
Trossard going. Marino out wide. He's gonna no. Saka on side. Did he stay on side? Seems like it so far. Back. Slow build up. And passing side to side, really.
Comes nothing, don't worry.
There's the cross that could maybe lead to something. Nope. Are we going to get... Oh, no, PSG didn't get a foul called in their favor. Wow. Oh, probably just because they got the ball back, so played advantage on that. You liking those comments about you there, Mr. Tom?
Oh, someone doesn't like Leeds United. Imagine my fucking shock.
God forbid.
Okay,
That's
Arteta, what is Arteta doing having 12 minutes left plus stoppage, no subs, like not even like on the sidelines waiting to come on? Is he just like waiting to make all of his subs in the second leg? Does he think he gets double the amount in the second leg?
Yeah, it's a brand new rule they're testing out.
Or is he just trying to save their legs for and essentially make all the subs as a straight swap out for the Premier League game, just so that they can maybe stay second? Likely to, but with the amount of draws that they've had the last while, who knows how we're even going to finish in the Prem? I mean, is Arteta now just focused on finishing second, which that would be fucking stupid, in my opinion? You have the chance to go to a Champions League final, and you might just be playing to finish second in the league. This is reminding me of the first 5 games of the WSL. Certain man not making any subs until the last 10 minutes, if even then.
Oh, we're making a sub, by the way. Is it the defensive one? You ain't gonna like
Is it Zinchenko?
No, it's Ben White. But the reason why I'm saying not gonna like it is it's defensive. It's not offensive.
No, but if we get a corner, he can shithouse on Donnarumma. Too fucking late for that. 10 minutes of Ben White coming on would be a good sub if it was not the first one. Because he's coming back from injury, get him in a little bit. Apparently, he might have just had his kid as well. So, first game back, getting a few minutes under his belt. But he's the first sub of the night. First sub needed to be made back in the 58th minute when the ball went out.
We ain't scoring tonight, are we? Let's be honest.
Getting advice on football from a Watford fan is like trying to get legal advice from a lawyer's brother. I'll take my 2-1 win and 4-0 win, take it up to the Premier League, probably get battered every week, and we'll still end up better than Watford. So, you know.
Doesn't take much to be better than Watford, to be fair, as well.
That's fair.
I'm just surprised that Tom Cleverley lasted the full season.
He done really well. He done really well to last about 49 weeks, more than the average.
This ref is pissing me off. It pissed me off all fucking night. There's Timber going off as well. Fantastic. I was
going to say, I am behind you, and you say Timber going off. I'm like, is he going off as the sub or going off because he's being carded?
Oh, damn.
Chris Nix has basically decided he now doesn't like Watford Shopping Centre. It's crap.
Are they thinking that they're going to go to Paris and win? Is that
Yes.
what is that how? I'm wondering if that's how they started the game. But I mean,
Keep the score down.
So aside from them thinking, I guess that it was going to take 10 minutes to settle into the game, and would they just do it as 0-0 and just be satisfied with a draw?
Oh shit! You lucky fuckers! Jesus Christ!
Torve just stands like a fucking melon.
Offside?
No, wide. He hits it wide of the far post.
We just had a.
Might have been offside in the build-up.
I was gonna say the assister might have been offside. Yeah, I think it would have been offside. I think if we go down by 2 goals, it's going to be an absolute
done,
struggle unless Dembele is injured enough to not be playing in the second leg.
It's like decided once that goal got disallowed. It's like we'll try and keep it 1-0, take it to Paris, get Partey back in the team. Like we said earlier, that there was the heavy relying on fucking Thomas being in the midfield.
I think they needed to take Trossard off, put Mourinho back up top, and play Ethan in the midfield. And if you don't want Ethan to be playing in the midfield, then put Zinchenko, because that's the type of player you are making him out to be. He was a left back. He should be able to defend because he was a backline player.
What are your team playing at?
Fuck me.
And then have him just play in the midfield.
That'd be
What the fuck are you doing? Why is no one going after him? Oh, thank God for the fucking crossbar.
Might have been on that.
No, he would have been on.
Is that for after the crossbar hit, or is that for the crossbar?
Oh, crossbar. Oh, now you want to do the clips, do you, Gav? You bastard.
Speaking of love,
he would have been offside. Thank God for the fucking crossbar, but still. You left him that much fucking space. What do you think he was going to do with it? Can you imagine if he was onside and he didn't hit the crossbar and it went in? You were all just standing there watching him, giving him all that space.
Oh, fuck off, Martin, mate. Come on. Like I say, this whole second half especially, I'm sorry, we've got to question Arteta again with these fucking...
Arteta not making changes is one thing. But the defenders giving an attacking player that much space... and not even trying to close him down. That should be a yellow. No foul. Play on. There's no whistle. Just play on.
Whose audio?
Mine? Am I as bad as James was last
year? Amazing how Hakimi's not got a yellow card there.
Yeah.
Second yellow, sorry.
Free kick.
Yep.
Yeah, got free kick.
Arsenal free kick?
Would have been a red. Arsenal free kick, yeah. Shock.
Okay, Martinelli trying to see if he can move enough into the box to say, hey, can we move this to inside the box and say penalty instead? Oh. I swear to God, if they score but they're offside again, I'm going to be pissed.
Excuse me. Oh, Martinelli, you're a prick. You actually are a prick. You're an attacker and you're not ready. Of course.
Does he go short? No.
Oh. No, go. You'll see.
The fuck? I'm not to Martin. Ah. The ricochet. Ah. He wasn't ready, and then it was like, oh, it hit me too high. Can't do anything about it.
Never stuff in PSG. Shock horror.
Oh, another sub for PSG.
We needed to take something tonight back to Paris. We're not going to take fuck all at this rate.
No. So there go the big old score predictions. Absolutely fucked. They got fucked over at halftime. I think there should have been at least one goal in the first half from Arsenal, if not two. Fucking dumbass timed me making a sub. An attacking player sub. Can Ethan play on the left? Could he play down the left?
I believe so.
Or go complete. Oh, yeah. The lack of subs and the timing of them pissed me off.
Yeah, Odegaard, the captain's been hooked off. Shock over there.
I mean, he's had a more or less garbage game, so.
Yep, again.
Let's see, why not? Odegaard. 24 completed passes on 27 attempts, has 1 chance created. 42 touches, 1 in the opposition box, 1 pass into the final third. 1.
Probably because the others failed, that's why.
0 accurate crosses. He had 3 attempts, 1 successful dribble out of 6. He had 1 tackle, and he won it, and there were 4 recoveries. He won 2 of 8 ground duels. But you know what? He didn't commit any fouls, and none were committed against him. So it's a small win.
Catherine just did the football fan equivalent of that scene in Come Dine With Me when because the guy didn't win, he basically went, take your money and get off of my property. But still, it's a small win. Small win. Not even a win at this point.
No. It's like a draw.
Still 5 minutes left. Sorry, 4 minutes left, to be fair. But still.
About 4 minutes left, 3.5, 4 minutes. Yeah.
But here you go. Martinelli, 2 big chances missed. He had 2 shots, 1 on target, 6 accurate passes with 10 attempts, 5 touches in the box, 1 accurate cross of 3. He was offside once. He was dribbled past once. He won 2 of his 4 ground duels. He was fouled twice.
That's another chance.
Oh, fuck off, Martin.
There we go.
Get
There's
rid of him.
another
Sell
one
him.
that's got to be missed then.
Sell him. Sell him in the summer.
Vice does a great job winning that back. Ethan goes to shoot it, but there's too many people. What the fuck are you doing? You want to know what was better than that? The Sterling free kick from when he played for Chelsea, and it went into Rosie. Or the shot. I don't even remember what it was. But when Sterling's ball went so far sky high, I actually think it might have hit, Katy Perry's shuttle that she was up in space with. Sterling's kick was better than that Martinelli shot at this stage in the game. There's our injured boys on the sideline.
You've got a chance to make something here. Come on, lads.
Exactly, Gary. Declan Rice did a great job in getting the ball back and forward. I don't even know who had the ball before it got over to Ethan, and then Ethan was going to think about taking a shot, but realized that there were 2 defenders, a third on its way, and the keeper that he needed to try and shoot past. Passes it over to Martinelli, who was wide open, skies it. A minute left. What the fuck are you trying to do, dude? I think the Europa League has suited United's style of play, that is a garbage style of play, the best this season. The Premier League does not suit Ruben Amorim and his him trying to force the United players to play in his style. But the Europa League does that.
Of course, Donovan, yeah, Donovan was injured. Of course he is. As the ball comes in, yeah, fantastic, Donovan. Yeah, you play
Oh,
that.
what
Well
the fuck
done,
are
well
you
done.
doing,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna like
The ref,
take 2
look,
steps and be like,
no,
"Oh my god,
look, he's absolutely
someone
fine
touched
now.
me!"
Absolutely fine now. Of course he is. Yeah, that's enough for him to go down like that. Okay.
Arteta having to carry a wage over to not go off on the fourth
Yeah,
official.
we fucked it.
Ben White just doing what any or really what any player would do if they are trying to score a goal. Garbage.
Right. No, the occasion got to him, and they basically didn't. They felt to turn up instead of taking the advantage of, even though the goal got disallowed at the start of the second half, and spending blood and all. Oh no, we'll just lay back on our laurels. And I'm sorry, I got to call out Arteta. We've got players on the bench. Why are you waiting for the last few minutes of the game? The 2 stops you made, you could have made literally 20 minutes prior. One of them being Ethan, which he did bring on, but you should have made 25 minutes prior. The game was screaming for a change, and you went, no. I don't. Basically, yet again, I don't trust what I have on the bench.
No, he'll trust what he has on the
Even though
bench next week when Party is back in the squad.
Well, one of the players on the bench for 4.5 months did a job for him when Osaka was out. He only got like 6 minutes tonight, effectively.
It's half time in the tie, everyone. It's half time.
I don't know. I mean, people were drawing
fast.
parallels after the women won. You know, beat Real Madrid in the quarters, went on to the semis to face the French giants. Lost the first leg by 1 goal.
At home.
Go
At
to
home
face,
as well.
and now the women, they went to face Leon and absolutely smashed them. Mikel looks pissed. 1-0 down, or down by 1 goal in the first leg. They can turn it around. That game could go 4-1 if they actually turn up and sub players like they should. Trust the players on the bench. Early May is when Calafiore is supposed to be back. Jorginho could be back. Thomas Partey's back. Havertz is late May. Jesus is out for the season, and so is Gabriel. And Tommy Else.
But at least we now know on Saturday that I'll be doing a watch on, but I may as well not bother because it's going to be literally second string in Kids FC. Because he's the Sackers are the guards who, personally, he's not informed. Played fuck up. He's our captain for fuck's sake. If he's not informed as well, he's not putting his weight. Play the fuck up, but he won't. So Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli might even get a night off. Moreno, just because we have a makeshift defence, but fuck it, why not?
I don't know. So players that we were told early May, Saturday is early May, would be a great time to get some minutes on them, to try and make them available, to at least be a viable sub option.
Or evening kickoff, from what I can see. 5:30 in UK, is it, Ryan?
When's that?
5:30 against Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yeah. 5:30 UK time.
Yeah.
And then obviously we don't play it again until Wednesday then. Oh, fucking hell.
In the Twilight Zone.
it's just obviously we now know we've got to win by 2 clear goals. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Already we've got Troops posted on his Twitter account 5 minutes ago. Ties over. Hope you not know this. ... Great supporter he is. Great fan.
Tie is over. Does he not know that there's at least 90 minutes?
Doesn't know
Another
the
90
rules of
minutes
football.
play?
Doesn't know the rules of football. Clearly.
I'm more pissed off that we hauled in the likes of Arsene Wenger, bring him in for this game. And Arteta's out and build up. He's one of the main reasons most of us are here. And that's what we got. And this is the performance you turned out for him. And like I say, if you don't trust your fucking bench, what are we doing here basically at this point? Especially the players that dug you out of a hole for 4.5 months. One I understand in terms of Ben White, he hasn't played much, but give him more minutes for fuck's sake. To go from what we did in the last round to turn up tonight and then ball watch for the first half hour.
You want to know what I think the problem is on that, though?
Everything I said that we wouldn't do, that Villa did, we did. And it was just like, okay, PSG, you have the ball, break us down. Even when we went 1-0 down, we still continued that. And it really pissed me off.
You want to know what the problem with that was? The build-up to this game versus last game? The team. PSG is a no one. Compared to Real Madrid, PSG is a no one. So the hype that was brought around Arsenal playing Real Madrid and everything that was around that, we don't need to bring that same level of intensity to PSG because it's only PSG. We beat them once. This was the fifth or sixth time that Arsenal played PSG. It is Arsenal's first loss to PSG.
Yeah.
Like it's either 2 wins, 2 draws, or 3 wins and two draws, something like that.
In Unai Wenger time, it was a 2-2 draws, home and away, and then beaten 2-0 at the Emirates.
September of 2016 was 1-1. November of 2016 was 2-2. July of 2018, which was the Champions Cup, 5-1 to Arsenal. October of 24, 2-0. It's their first five games against PSG. First win for PSG.
Yeah. I mean, one second.
This is the best PSG team they've had in years, let alone ever. As I said earlier, regardless of them no longer having Messi and Neymar, is a far more balanced team, a better team. Better than Arsenal, that's not for me to say. But they are a good PSG team. Regardless of what people think about them and whether you should win or what win, the fact of the matter is it's not like a bunch of mugs have turned up and won 1-0 at Arsenal.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it more. I think PSG's problem last season was Mbappe and his, I might stay, I might not, doing this whole yo-yo, and then what was it in the January transfer window? It's like, yeah, since you just signed a pre-contract with Real Madrid. Well, guess who is going home with their first Real Madrid season with fuck all? They are pretty much out of the league title race. They lost the Supercopa. They lost the Copa del Rey. Arsenal knocked them out of the Champions League. So they went from being, oh, look at all the great players we have. We now have Mbappe, to, we're going to win the league. We're going to do at least a treble, if not the quad, all this shit. And I think his ego at PSG was way too big for the team and what the team needed. And this PSG team, I mean, I've seen a few of their games, their league games. there's a reason that they're at the top of the table. And there's a reason that their first loss was this last one. Kind of, not really. It was almost, I mean, pretty sure that they did a, let's see. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much started the same players that they did today, but I think how that other team had showed up versus how we didn't really show up today. I think we were expecting it to be, an easy pass like it was last game.
Yeah.
Different players were on the pitch.
You know what?
It feels very much like you thought you were ride the wave of the emotions of the Real Madrid tie, and then essentially they did the thing they needed to do was basically punch you in the face within 3 minutes, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
It was the footballing equivalent of walking up to the bully on your first day of prison. You go into the biggest dog in the yard and punch him in the face. Now, I'm not saying that from experience, but I've seen enough TV shows to know that some fools actually try that. But PSG essentially just did that to you. It's up to you to punch them back in France.
Yeah.
They've
got 8 days to figure it out.
I don't know. They could have been leaning too much into the whole. Opta says that we're the most likely candidate to be winning the Champions League. Well, according to other statistics that are out there, we should be the better team, and we should be at least making it to the final with an easy pass. We have the easier side. Then act like it. They acted, to me today. They acted like they were pretty much coming up against an academy team, not a team that they won 2-0 against previously. They didn't come out. They didn't come out to play today. They decided, well, the women are in the final, so I guess that's good enough for the club.
Yeah. For me, the clubs at the tone tonight with the fucking the shitty tifo. After all, the biggest tifo the club's ever seen. It was literally a justified flag with the cannon on it.
At least make it something
It wasn't nothing
entertaining.
special.
Don't go to the petty level of Real Madrid, but do something more.
Yeah. You know what? On that note, we're going to get ourselves out of here because I'm shattered after watching that. Absolutely knackered. I've got to go and get some respite and help Gab out as well, apparently. Tom, obviously, thank you for coming on. Hopefully, you'll see you again obviously at the weekend when you're champions and all that. After championship, your season's done and dusted. Catherine, again, thanks for coming on as well, keeping us company and keeping me sane along the way. Everyone else in the chat as well, the new faces, even the Watford fan, begrudgingly.
It soon went quiet when I pointed out the scoreline of the matches, though, didn't it?
Yeah, went very quiet then. Yeah. But I just didn't get where he was coming from. Like, the audacity to come into an Arsenal Watchalong and go, like, really? You're in the chat. You're mid-table in the championship.
Where
you're
are
not
you
going
in
to get
relationship to the Champions League?
Yeah. If it had been a rival fan of a team that, just say, either in the current Champions League or had history in the Champions League, fair enough. But Watford, the next door neighbours, literally.
They'll probably get played an 18 pre-season friendly. The club still ever gets to the Champions League. So.
Oh dear. But yeah, we're going to get ourselves out of it. We'll be back tomorrow. That's it for tomorrow. 5:30 UK time. 6 o'clock kickoff for the Arsenal women versus Aston Villa in the WSL in the search of tightening our grip on second spot and making Chelsea wait a game longer, basically, to win the title.
Maybe we could watch Chelsea fumble it against United too.
I would love it. I'd love it. See if I'm busy or not. Might do. Trying to think now. And then Thursday you got the Cannon and Jonesy. Cannon and Jonesy. Yeah, the Cannon and Jonesy show on Thursday. That's making its second show back. That's going to be an interesting one after what's happened tonight. And try and put the mood up on that in terms of that side of things, have a bit of a laugh in general. Friday, nothing planned for Friday. And then the weekend, 5:30. And then again, it's 5:30 kickoff. I think 4:30 will go live for the Arsenal Bournemouth game, and then go from there really at the weekend. I think the girls are playing on Monday, as we said before. So yeah. Apart from that, though, guys, take care of yourselves. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the like button, and all that jazz and all that palaver. Until next time, as always, up the Arsenal.